talking to you all on the heels of the release of this special grand jury report. It lists both of you as the first responding law enforcement officers at Richneck. Can you guys recall for us what that day was like when you got the call an incident happened at the school?
Yeah, we were just doing our normal duties, serving papers in the area of northern Newport-News. I just got back in my car and I heard someone had a gun at the school, and then they called out an active shooter on the radio, and that's when I made my way to Richneck Elementary School. I was behind Corporal Blyth here, so we were pretty much on the same road at the same time.
What was your reaction when you heard that call? A possible shooter, gun in school at Richneck?
Go ahead, Blyth.
Yeah.
Initially disbelief, and then time to go to work.
The report says you all got to the door and then y'all were ready. You had your guns drawn ready, but that you were stopped. Why was that? Can you tell us?
From what we understand, the buzzer system to open the door remotely didn't work. There was nobody there in the foyer to open the door for us. So for what seemed like a very long time, we were banging on the door, talking on the intercom, trying to get somebody to open the door for us. And after, and it was actually pretty quick, but it felt like an eternity. We started, all of us in our minds were going over options on how we were going to get through there.
Like I said, just thinking of what we could do. I think it was approximately probably about 30, 40 seconds. Probably we were standing there trying to get that door open. We were thinking about shooting out the glass to try to open the door. So I mean something, but at the time no more shots were going on. So we kind of, thankfully that lady was walking down the hall and she could open the door for us.
If somebody had been in that school actively shooting while we were held up at the door, it could have been terrible.
What's the response protocol?
We're trained in an active shooter, active killer situation, go to the threat as quick as possible and stop that threat. And that's what was in our mind. It was the fact that we didn't hear a lot of yelling and screaming and people running around and gunfire put us a little more at ease. But we still had to, I felt we had to be cautious getting down there as quick as possible and seeing what was going on.
Were you all the ones who saw the boy?
I was the first one into the classroom.
And what was that like?
When I stepped into the room, the teacher or teacher's aide had was trying to control the child, had him in a bear hug, and as soon as I found, I asked her where's the gun, and she pointed across the room. So as soon as I knew he didn't have a weapon anymore, I holstered mine, and other officers came in right behind me. We secured the weapon.
After we took care of the threat, that's when I went back to the main office for the victim.
How much did your partnership with Newport News Police really help?
We're out on the street with them every day. We respond to calls alongside them. We help them out when they're shorthanded. In my canine handler capacity, I do a lot of work with the police. So we're pretty comfortable with our patrol counterparts in our districts.